The moment I take my drink, I knew I could taste the bitterness. I knew I fucked up. And I was sitting there and I started feeling funny. I turned in my chair to the girl that was behind me. She was Vietnamese and white. I turned to her. She was also in the GM. And I said, help me. Get me out of here. They got me. They slipped something in my drink. The girl looked at me dead in my face and snatched away from me. And turned back and started talking to the guy. When she did that, I tried to get up on my own to try to get away from where I was at. You know, maybe if I pass out in the middle of the club, they'll take me. You know, so I'm trying to get out the booth. Well, when I get out, I can't walk. So I pass out. When I pass out, they said, baby, you know, call the security guard. And the dude said he was going to take me outside. He said, no, that's my homegirl. Take her upstairs so she can shake back. Baby, I'm unconscious. Ain't no shaking back. I'm out of there. So, as I'm unconscious upstairs. Now, I can tell you what this, from this point right here, I can tell you what I see on the DVD that was shown to me. The CD from the club, because I didn't know at first what happened to me, who did it. I didn't know anything. I was unconscious. Okay? And the CD shows that the man comes upstairs, shows the camera him taking me upstairs from the back of the stage, over his shoulders. He lays me down on this couch upstairs. And he tried to shake me back, and I'm out of there. So he just waved it out like, let her rest, and he walks out. Ronald Johnson comes in, and he gets to fondling me, you know, and then he walks out. Then Baby comes in. When he comes in, he gets to messing with my clothes, my buttons, and you can see me in the camera like, you know, and he looks up, okay, he gets his phone, he looks up, he sees the camera, okay, so he gets up off me, and he walks around the couch, okay, he takes his chain, he puts his chain, okay, to the back of him, right? Everybody know when that man moves their chain to the back of their shirt, what that means. So he takes the camera and he texts Ronald Johnson, and he tells Ronald Johnson to move the camera. And his fingerprint was taken off the camera. And where he moved the camera. So it goes by, okay, with them for a blank moment. It's blank for a minute. And then the stairway in the middle of the house and the thing comes up. When it comes back on, Baby has his chain turned to the back of him as he's walking out, fondling, adjusting his clothes. And that's caught on the hallway camera. And when they, after the club, you see Ronald Johnson comes up there, where I get hit in the head twice with a Grey Goose bottle, after I'm already unconscious. For what reason, I don't know. Why, I don't know. I suffered a concussion. And they, Ronald Johnson goes downstairs, tells the bartender that it's a girl on the second floor. Okay. The bartender comes up there and tries to wake me up and move. they call the ambulance. The ambulance rose me in my chest. He said it's really hard. And the first thing came out my mouth is, they hurt me. I don't remember ever saying it and that they raped me. I don't mind. That had to be nothing but instinct. And the man went to roll me over and I was bleeding from my back end. I was bleeding from my pants. So they called the ambulance to take me out of there. I got rolled out to the hospital. When I woke up, I didn't know where I was at. I thought I was dead. First thing I said when I woke up and it was completely black is Jesus. And when I said that, a lady opened the door and she said, "No, baby, I ain't Jesus, but I am Detective Miranda. And you was found sodomized on the third floor a couple of places, on the second floor a couple of places. And I need your permission for us to do a kit." We was able to stop the bleeding. And I said, "What?" And I went to try to get up. I couldn't move. I was in so much pain. It was like you was hit by a truck. Like you mentally there, but you're not there. They asked me if they wanted me to call anybody. They said your family was out there. Your mom. I don't want to see you. I was so ashamed. I was so embarrassed. How could I let this happen? I didn't think to blame no one. I blamed myself at the time. Because I felt like I was untouchable. I felt like I was nice to people. And then, people wouldn't do that to me. But as things happen, Shannon Stewart, he came at me earlier that night and was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I told him, "Well, you better stop playing before I tell the code." And he like, "Man, I know what's up with you." So he tried to buy me. And I was like, "Boy, you can't do nothing for me. I like what you like." Because in that industry, you don't turn them down. You don't turn people of power down. You try to let them down lightly because they could ruin your image. So I was trying to avoid it. So I was like, "Boy, I like what you like. B can't do nothing for me." And I learned right then and there, what a man can't buy and what he can't get, he will find a way to take it. And that's the most scariest thing ever in life when it comes to people in power. So
Yeah, tap in.